Hey everyone. All 0 people watching. Guess while I'm waiting for other people to come in, I might as well go ahead and start doing whatever. I think there was, now that I've finished the second dungeon at least, I think there are a few side quests I can start doing. Power Gym! I knew I was forgetting something. See, how do I... I thought there was a way to... like a little shortcut to get back, but apparently not. Well, I guess there kind of is, but it's just... like that. Oh well. Yeah, Temple of the Ocean King, sure. First I want to go there. Why do those ships never attack Beetle? I guess they have to sell their wares somewhere. The romance of adventure. So you're the deadbeat dad, huh? For the elusive beast. No. I do kind of love how there's this, like, vague, almost theme of wayfaring adventure in this game, but they never really commit to it that much. Also, hey there, man. McKenna. I think there is... Isn't there... No, I think later there's a part of the game where I have to... kill everything. Oh, that's right. How? Hey, what are you doing? Like getting dressed up like a mythical creature. She's cosplaying being a mermaid. Maybe we're fated to meet. Yes, I found her. I'd say saucy, even. Lineback, that's your ex's sister. Yo, the worst fishing mini... Nah, I'm not sure if this is the worst fishing minigame. The one in Ocarina of Time isn't great. Keep a lookout for fish shadows. Is it really a shadow? Then I think over here, this is where you find Salvatore. All right, yeah, this is Salvatore. Isn't this a... I feel like there's... Okay, I thought there was something you could blow up there, but I guess I'm wrong. Hey, Salvatore! It's Mr. Sploosh Kaboom! He's really upped his game since Wind Waker. Splosh bang kaboom! Isn't there one? I thought there was one over there that I'm... Come on. Alright, I guess I'm missing that one. See, I've 100% of this game before, so I've done this before. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that high score, that elusive high score, this time. In fact, I'm almost certain I'm not. Alright, well. Which one do I want? Helmarock Plume. I think... I forget what the ultimate reward for this is. Some resilient targets there. What are these things made out of? And why isn't my ship built out of this? Alright. Okay, that's at least the high score broken. Alright, what do you get me? That's unheard of. A prize for cannon excellence. Bomb bag. Okay, so I'd assume that's... Huh. Okay, 20 bucks. Cool. No thank you. I'm okay. And then I'm not entirely sure what those two chests over there had. But I guess I'm gonna have to come back here once I beat the whatever the Anuki temple is in this game. Let's get this fish. I said let's get the fish. Fish. What? Alright, well, that didn't work. Maybe the fish will come back after I'm done with this island. I think this is the one that gets you the warp thing. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. Boing oing. Alright, that's not the one. On this isle, a golden chief, blah blah blah, it's required from your chamber, you must prove that his order. I'm going to say it. Steers with a rudder, then makes a spray, third it paddles, then sees away. Alright, so fourth is... Okay, I think it's the... One is there, because this island is in the shape of a whale. The puzzle here is that you have to, like, draw the map of the island around. And you'll see it's in the shape of a whale with a tail fin back here. Then makes a spray up here, that's the water spout. Third it paddles, I think there's a third... another fin down here, and then sees away. You have to go to its eyeball there. Sorry, my dog's rolling around. She just walked into my bedroom so she could roll around and do nothing. Alright, yeah, this is the tail fin. There it is. That's the first one. Then the second one should be... here. And third one down here. And then there you go. That's all four of them. My golden gizzard. A slow-toe child. Alright. There we go. Notice how this looks kind of like a GBA cartridge? It doesn't mean anything, but it looks like a GBA cartridge. Alright. So all of that was just so we could unlock the ability to warp around the ocean. The eye sees something valuable that's hidden underneath its statue. I suppose that's trying to tell me that there's a chest over there. Ooh. Got a treasure map. Nope. Fish. Alright, this time actually hook, please. What? I was pulling down, man. What's the deal? Oh well. Oh, there's another fish there. No, no, I'm getting the fish. I want the fish. Give me the fish. Okay. I think you're supposed to shoot the cyclones. Alright. Once more. Maybe I'm not supposed to do, like, rapid strokes. Maybe I'm just supposed to... Maybe I'm just supposed to do it once and just hold it. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a weirdly complicated, fishing minigame for the series. Usually it's... Like, usually fishing is relatively simplistic. But I guess that's just, they wanted to show off what they could do with the stylus here. It's pretty difficult, too, but I feel like it's difficult in a way that's, far more understandable than something like, you know, the fishing in Ocarina of Time. Got myself a Skippy Jack. There's another fish. It just popped up. I'm getting addicted to the fish. Might be another Skippy Jack. I think the way it works is that there's a different reward for each type of fish, and I think there's like 4 different types of fish. No, this is not a Skippy Jack. Yes, it is. It is a Skippy Jack. Alright. Take me to that traveler ship. Oh, this guy. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this fellow. I find this guy kind of aggravating. Okay, well. Ow, ow, owie. That didn't count. That's it. Wow, I got some coral. Thank you. Alright, cool. I think I gotta come back to that if I want to do something else with it. Alright, you know, that's enough side quest garbage for now. I'm not catching the fish. I will not catch the fish. Yeah. See, I think there's... This is the one I haven't bought yet, right? Yes, it is. Yes, I want that. Then I think over here, this is where I actually sell. Yeah, that's where you sell your treasure eventually. There we go. What do you gotta say? Boing going. 3 fallen adventurers slumber forever within the Temple of the Ocean King. They have fallen, but you can see... Only 3? I'm pretty sure it's more than that. Power gem. And then I'm supposed to come back once I get the bow. I'll have to remember that. Actually, I'm going to write that down, because that is a feature of this game. Alright. See, and that's the core conceit of this dungeon here. Every subsequent visit, you have new items that let you beat each floor faster, and it's about figuring out how exactly to do that. And that is really cool. I didn't actually need to do this, because I already know how to. Huh? See, in this right here, once I get the grappling hook, you can actually get that. You can just skip ahead to that floor. Actually, I think I want to... Yeah. I'll get you. Damn. Not that big a deal. Alright, and that's the key. See, what is this? Okay, that just gives me more time. I don't need the more time. I English good. I don't need the more time. Hmm. Oh, okay. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Not sure what that did. That might have actually just turned off some of the... Power gem. How many of those do I have now? Is it items? No, it's menu. I have 7. I'm 3 away from it mattering. How do I already have 7? Wow. I do not feel like I've gotten 7. Oh, I think this is where... That didn't alert them? Okay. How do I... How do I get through there? I don't remember. Oh, is that the... Okay, actually, I think the key door is down there. Yeah, okay. So once I get the bomb choose, that's how I open up the door that's up there. I think this floor is just an enemy gauntlet. I don't need the time. Yo, red potion. Those are cool. Second. Right. I think I remember the puzzle here, but I'll show you the whole thing. There are 4. So that's not one of them. I have you now. Okay. Third. Okay. So this is the third one, and that makes this one the first one. I think... Okay. In a single stroke, draw the sacred crest. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and they don't really tell you also have to go back to the first one, or at least I think the other tablet will. You're drawing the shape of an hourglass here. Alright, press the sacred crest against the C chart to transfer it. This is a puzzle that has stumped everybody who plays this game. Since this is the DS, what you're supposed to do is put the DS into sleep mode, otherwise known as close it up, while it's still running the game. I'm currently playing this on a Wii U. I think... I forget how sleep mode works on this. I think it's... And then you just resume? No, you have to... Okay, sorry, you have to do this. And then you put it into sleep mode. There you go. That's sleep mode. You figured out what it meant by pressing them together. It doesn't really translate very well to anything other than a DS. Oh, okay, so that's how you do that. Cackle DD, I'm the teller of treasures. I only have one ship part and I don't plan on selling it. I will sell the pink coral, though. God, what's these? I put that... Oh. Okay. 800 rupees. Yeah, that's cool. I should be getting, mini Helmarock feathers. God, if I knew they were that expensive, I mean, that would have, saved a lot of trouble in Wind Waker. Hey, you, Blart, I've got some very big news. Big news. Yeah, so, interestingly, while, Wind Waker, your cannon in, little grappling arm, I don't really care. It's tied to whether or not you have the bombs and the, grappling hook, but in this game, they're just completely separate items. Wasn't even looking. God, a lot of hazards around here. Alright, there was a chest back here that I missed. So I'm gonna try to find that. Oh. There it is. Who are you calling a shrimplet? Buddy, you are a grown adult that is half the size of every other grown adult in this game. Yeah, sure I am. Shout with some gusto. Alright, so the way to... The, louder you shout into the microphone here, the cheaper he'll give it to you. I don't really need to, because I think I can afford whatever his price is, but, I don't really... I don't want to spend that money, so I'm gonna be funny here and scream. Ah! 300? What? That wasn't enough? That wasn't the cheapest? Okay, fine. Damn. I don't know how I could have screamed louder than that, but... I'm lucky I am by myself right now. Also, the salvage minigame in this game is pretty fun. Ooh. I guess while I'm doing this, I might as well go ahead and get the other stuff. Hey, Zarin Blade. It's going pretty well. It's been a slower stream than usual. Just got the salvage arm, which is fun. I like the salvage arm minigame in this game. Well, I say slower stream than usual. I mean slower than yesterday. This is pretty standard, actually. Go. Whoa, why didn't you go to the left there, man? Alright. Dang, now I'm gonna have to go, get that, oops. I'm gonna have to get it repaired. I'm slipping. Oh yeah, it's absolutely better than just the normal. It's better than Wind Waker's variant of it. Maybe a little slow, but eh. Also, the chests are really big. Until they're not. Got some Sand of Hours. I didn't really need that, but I got some. I'll go ahead and fix up that arm. Ooh, it's thundering out. Oh, scratch on my Wii U gamepad. Huh. Deal. And you know what? I have the, I have an extra anchor here. I might as well swap it out. There we go. That is the full extent of my modification of Linebeck's ship. And Linebeck, you know, he's a, Celia makes fun of him a lot, but he's a pretty good captain. He's letting me modify his own ship. That's, Is getting all the Sand of Hours part of 100%? Yes, it is. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be 100%ing this, on this playthrough. I'm definitely not going to be getting all of the, definitely not going to be getting all the ship parts, but I don't think that's generally considered part of 100%. Specifically because both treasure and ship parts are kind of just randomly determined in this game. You're not guaranteed to get any given ship part. You're guaranteed to get a ship part. That's kind of how the ship parts in this game work. Like, each chest, it's not programmed to have this ship part in it. It's programmed to have a random ship part. And I think that the ship parts you have access to change depending on your system clock. I think there's a boss fight here coming up. Yeah, let's board the ship. Yeah, ship parts are... Yeah. Actually, I'm not 100% against how you obtain the ship parts. It does... I kind of enjoy the random factor to it. I just wish that actually getting the ship parts did more. Because, as is, the only mechanical benefit to having the ship parts is you get more health for the ship. I think it would have been cool if each of the ship parts, like, the further along you up, the better one you get the better propeller, or the paddle wheel. And you'll, Hmm. You get a better paddle wheel and you go faster or something like that. It would have been cool if your ship had actual stats that you needed to, actually, hold on. Yeah, salvage. That you could upgrade with the ship parts, instead of it just being your health. But, oh well. As is, ship parts are primarily just cosmetic, and that goes the same for the train parts and spirit tracks. With one exception, the golden cannon in Spirit Tracks actually has one benefit over the rest of the cannons. And it's really weird that that's the only one they decided to change. The golden cannon in Spirit Tracks, if you're underwater, the torpedoes it fires will be, like, homing. Okay, well, that ain't gonna work. I was just set up for failure there. Whoa, I got a new ship part. It doesn't really help me at all, but okay. Yeah, there is one underwater section in Spirit. Granted, it's a pretty, you know, big underwater section, but it's still just the one. That ought to be good enough. Actually, I'm not even entirely sure if I need to be doing the route here. I think the just shooting its projectiles is perfectly fine. If anything, I think drawing that route is what made me just take damage. Alright. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, this boss fight's kind of boring. There we go. See, did the shop have anything interesting in it? I don't remember. No. Might have already bought the one interesting thing in it. Let's see. Yo, Rudo Crown. It's not here. No, I'm not using the D-pad mod. I'm actually, I'm playing on my Wii U. I bought both the DS Zeldas on here before, the, eShop closed. I like the touch controls in this game. Let's see, I don't think... Alright. You're telling me I have to refight this guy? That's dumb. Oh, wow, just completely... Wow, I'm just missing completely with this thing. Alright, you know what? I don't even need to fight you. Well, I mean, I like the touch controls on the DS, too. In fact, actually, I don't think the gamepad is that much bigger. Since you actually have to... You basically have to use the screen for both screens. Okay, well, I'm just back here then. Where was the... Oh, no, I know. Okay, I know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, this is the third time I've had to watch this cutscene. I went into the wrong, cavern. I'm supposed to go into the, secret hideout. So you can have it set up so one screen is on the TV. But, for the purpose of streaming this, I want to have both, I wanted to have both of the, screens on display here. So I have, both screens being displayed on both screens. One so I could look at both screens on the Wii U gamepad, and the other so I could, play it through my capture card, into OBS. Oh. Oh. Oh, well, I'm glad I noticed that this time. Actually, wait, I didn't even have the ability to do this last time. Never mind. Yeah, I think... I don't know. I remember at the time there were people who were, complaining that Nintendo... Or not complaining, but they were saying that Nintendo should be, doing a subscription service instead of, Oh, okay. Instead of the, Virtual Console thing. So, it is kind of just like a... on some level, it is kind of a grass is greener thing. At the same time, I don't think it's unreasonable to say that Nintendo should be doing both. Like... I don't see why they can't have, you know, if you want to buy these games for your Switch, you know, we'll sell you, you know, Golden Sun for $10. Okay, cool. And then if you don't want to pay that, you could just get a subscription. A yearly subscription that lets you play any game you want for X amount a year. I think that's basically how Xbox Game Pass did it. Hey, guys. Alright, you know what? I don't need to fight you. I might have actually needed to fight them. I don't remember. My expectations for the Ocarina of Time remake? I don't have any. We really have not seen enough. The only thing that really gives me hope is that, I really liked the Link's Awakening remake. I think that's, you know, one of the few things they've done... One of the few things they've gotten right about the franchise this past generation. You know, I'm going to use that potion. Do I think they'll port... I don't know. I really don't know. I'm sure eventually they will. Because eventually they are going to have, like, Nintendo Classics Wii U. But that's not going to be for a while. Okay, so yes, I did in fact need to worry about those guys. I'm not sure if they are going to try to make it feel more modern, right? I think... I definitely think that the choice to remake Ocarina of Time is similar to their choice to remake Star Fox 64 again. And as much as... I did really enjoy that Star Fox remake. But it was very faithful to the original. Wow. Yeah, there's no way you don't hear that thunder. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're going to remake Majora's Mask. Because it kind of took a whole fan movement to get them to remake it the first time. And that was back when we trusted that they were going to do it properly. I don't know. I don't think that... I doubt that they're gonna... I doubt that the Ocarina of Time remake's gonna be awful. There's no way they're gonna do that. If they remade Ocarina of... Yeah, actually, I wouldn't be opposed to a new Ocarina of Time, or Hero of Time story. I always wanted a game where we could play as both Hero of Time and Hero of Twilight. I think that would be really cool. Because, like... The whole thing... Like, the core conceit of the franchise being that there's the whole reincarnation thing between, you know, Link and Zelda. I think one of the, you know, missed opportunities they've, no thanks. One of the missed opportunities in the series so far is that we haven't really gotten a, we haven't really seen multiple Links together at once. And I think there are a lot of opportunities where that would be really cool. One of which, of course, being a third Hero of Time game that also acts as a sequel to Twilight Princess. Especially since we just never got a sequel to Twilight Princess. But at the same time, aside from, I guess, Phantom Hourglass, they don't really do a particularly great job of bringing back elements they've already used. Like, they seem far more interested in inventing new versions of Link than they do of bringing back older versions. Like, they might, Big monsters... Okay. Pole's voice. Cool. Up, down, right, then left. Up, down, right, then left. Let me... Up, down, right, then left. Yo, I got a handrail! They fit that in a chest. And the power jump. Let's see, I want... It's this, then down to, then all the way right here. Then up 1, then over 1, up 2, over 1, down 1. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd go full prequel. I'd say they'd probably... Because, alright, my whole thing with a Hero Shade is that I really like it in concept, but they never really outright confirm it. I kind of wish they would. Because, yes, they've said it in Hyrule Historia, but Hyrule Historia doesn't really... They're kind of wishy-washy about it. Yes, I have gotten to that part, and apparently, despite how loud I screamed, I thought I screamed pretty dang loud. Ah! Okay. Sorry, I had to scream at the Pole's voice. Despite how loud I thought I screamed, I only got it down to 300 rupees. Explore outside Hyrule? You know, I mean, I don't disagree with the idea that we could have a few more games outside of Hyrule, but I'm not really too concerned over where each game takes place, as much as I am... I just want them to actually, you know, do the characters justice. And right now, like, especially, the writing quality of this franchise has been so terrible. Hold on. Right, it's up, down, right, left. That's right. The writing quality of this of the franchise recently has been so terrible that I don't trust them to do anything remotely interesting with it. Because they're not going to understand why it could be potentially interesting beyond the surface level. Which is basically my issue with Echoes of Wisdom. But I already spent too much of last stream talking about Echoes of Wisdom. I'm not going to bring it up again. Right. Okay. Are these supposed to be the same guys from A Link to the Past? I can't quite remember. No, this is not the Temple of the Ocean King. This is the, Temple of Courage, I think. I did the Temple of the Ocean King a little bit earlier the stream, but, Oop. Get over here. Are these supposed to be land molas? Okay. I think this dungeon has a pretty cool boss. Not my favorite boss by any means, but it's a pretty cool one. Right, I need the square. That's right, the square hall. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell just by the music, though. Because this game insists on having the greatest music you've ever heard play in every single temple. I really do love... I love hearing the same note repeated over and over again at a very consistent cadence. Never any variation. With, you know, the occasional trumpet going... Bramp, bramp, bramp. It's my favorite. I think every video game should have music just like this playing the entire time. In fact, my biggest complaint with this game is that this music is not playing more. Give me that rupee. Boing oing. The number of treasure chests left here is 3. No thanks. Auditory waterboarding. Yeah. That's probably the... You're only hearing when the trumpet comes in. Is my game audio that bad? Is it that low? Should I turn it up? Hold on. Let me. There you go. Okay. Well, I'm glad I missed that. Yeah, as I said last time, just a little gentle reminder. Oh no, I died! I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy turning up the volume. I can't believe I died in The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. I never die in The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass, except for when I do. Alright, I'm glad I just walked off the edge there. More arrows. God, I love this music. Yeah, have you ever seen, like, those memes that are just, you know, randomly dancing to, just... videos of people dancing to whatever music. I want someone to make a meme of that. Oh, I almost did it again. There you go. All that for a power gem. How many do I have now? I've got 9. One more. One more. They really do focus on the power gems here. Yeah, yeah, stuff like that. Alright, well I think that's as much as I'm gonna get there. Does it have a Wind Waker vibe to it? I'm not sure if I'd say that this is better than, Breath of the Wild music. I don't particularly care for Breath of the Wild music, but I'm not gonna say that it's awful. Like, I could at least... I see the vision with, Breath of the Wild's music. This, I don't know what they were thinking with this music. You're playing Ocarina of Time right now? Well, everyone has to do it sometime. I've played through it once. I recorded footage of me 100%ing the N64 game for the next video. Oh, I don't need the shovel. That's not going to help me with this. There we go. The pirate ship at the beginning of Wind Waker? I could kind of see the Forsaken Fortress. I can kind of see that. I'm not sure about the pirate ship. Oh, reverse dungeon order. I've never done that before. I've, done early Spirit Temple, and, that is a pain in the butt. Alright, well. Ah! There you go. You gotta scream at those guys to kill them. No, this music is absolutely not ripped from Forsaken Fortress. Yeah, there's a pretty substantial difference between the music in this game and the music in Forsaken Fortress there. Then I want to go down, then I want to go right, then I want to go left, right? Yeah, I've done Spirit Temple early. That was pretty difficult. I've never done reverse dungeon order though. Oh yeah, I also love how broken Ocarina of Time is. Though I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be bringing that up in the video, because it's not really an intent... I mean, obviously it's not intended, but... I don't think it's really something to discuss the full merit of the game. Why are you... Hey, game? I'm gonna... just do that for you real quick. I wanted to go there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just do that. Oh, come on! Alright, I guess I needed to be... Do I like the Beatles? I mean, I've listened to a few of their songs. I'm not really big on, I don't really listen to a ton of music, to be honest. Alright, what does this here say? Ponder the grand... Okay, well, I've already done that. Alright. Time for the cool boss. The Bane of Courage. So, didn't see that, that was very brief. Oops. Okay. You basically have to look, it's looking at you through the, top screen, and you have to use its vision up there to, aim at it. Like that. I've done plenty of randomizers. I've done a few on this channel. Not of this game, but I have... I don't see how it could be based on anything other than Ocarina of Time. I think it's very obvious that, Nintendo, especially recently, likes to, well, when they've been doing their movies, they seem to be basing them off of specific games. And whenever they do base them off of specific games, they always, release... Well, okay, I guess there's exactly one example of this, but... I mean, Mario Galaxy, they released the Mario Galaxy movie, right? And then they released Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 alongside it. They also did something kind of similar by putting Star Fox in the Mario Galaxy movie. So, yeah, they just came out. I saw that they just came out with randomizers for these. I'm excited for those. I have done the Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask combo randomizer as well. That is a lot of fun, though I haven't been able to finish one yet. But I think the choice to remake Ocarina of Time is deliberate to go alongside this movie. So I do think that it is going to primarily be based off of the Ocarina of Time. I have not... I know Impa has been leaked, right? I'm not sure if that's the character you were referring to. You know what? I'll save. Yeah, let's save the spoiler. I'm sure they're gonna do a Zelda Direct sometime relatively soon. Actually, I wanted to go. Oh, right, I can, I think this is the shooting gallery. Now he wants to be a deadbeat son. Right. It's about getting the combo. See, I've gotten, I've 100% of this game before. So I've been able to do this, but I don't... It's been a while, so I might be a bit, rusty on it. Damn it. Sorry. $14.50. Alright. Hey, those things are good. Yeah, I hold it, vertically. You can do it horizontally. But, you don't... Oop. There are a lot of options for it. Oops. Also, no, I haven't really been following the GTA leaks. I've never been a big GTA guy. I've played a little bit of 4 and 5, but they're not really my game. Oh, come on. Oh, there goes the streak. That was even worse. It is a very hard one, yeah. I've played a little bit of GTA 4 and 5. And you know, I'm not really, I wouldn't call myself exclusively a Nintendo guy. Though I do predominantly play mostly on that. Ah. Alright. Ah, I was 300 away. All right, I'll give up on this for now. I think the the reward there, I think, is just the quiver, so it's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, Breath of the Wild definitely needs something a bit more than that. A grand opening gift. I got the grand opening gift in the letter telling me that it's been unlocked after I've already done it. Hey there, Oshus. How'd you get here? I need to readjust a bit. Whoa, really? That's crazy. Just had that in your pocket? A living creature? I do really love this thing. I mean, yeah, I could see that. I mean, I won't go into what I dislike about Breath of the Wild right now, but... Blort, help me, Blort. You know, I think Celia should have been green. I think that would have fit the courage, power, and wisdom trifecta a bit better. Yeah, I mean, they could. I don't know. I don't think that balance actually... I don't know. It depends on, it depends on what you mean by a balance between the old and new styles. Oh, hey there, Jolene. The fact that, like, a recurring element in this game is, it's been 100 years since our paths last crossed. you have to constantly fight with Linebeck's crazy axe. I wouldn't say Wind Waker is that balance. Yeah, thanks for the $5. Yeah, I was unfortunate enough that, I learned about Dolly Parton's death through a Family Guy meme someone shared. Alright, how do I... It's like this. Okay, cool. Yep, got it. Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess in some ways you could draw comparisons between Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild. I definitely think that there are elements of Breath of the Wild that were that first appeared in Wind Waker, but I think overall the game is very much more... I don't know. Wait, Tim Curry also died? Yeah. Everyone's dying. How are you supposed to know? Buddy, you're the captain. Me. This is pretty interesting. I kind of wish that the entire game was... Oh. Whoa. kind of wish the entire game was something kind of like this. Because this is the only time you ever actually have to steer the ship like this. There it is. Let's keep that kind of discussion out of here, please. Yeah, I do wish that there was more stuff, because as is, the overworld is very much just, you know, draw a line, wait for the ship to get there. Occasionally the game will spit an enemy at you. Shut it, sparkles. Alright. We get to listen to the epic music again! Woo! For the worst dungeon in the game. This one ain't great. Oh, but I got a Rudo crown, so it's okay. No, you're good. Don't worry. Just be a bit more careful about it in the future. I don't really want to invite that kind of discussion. Like, we all have our opinions on any matter, but that's not what we're here for. I'm the youngest daughter of the great House of Cubis. I don't trust you at all. I don't really like this dungeon. I don't like escorting the Cubis sisters, and I also don't really like how Link just doesn't recognize that they're evil. Okay. Alright. There we go. No? There we go. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely the worst dungeon in the game. Which is a shame. The ghost ship should be a cool dungeon, because this is like the only dungeon that feels thematically interesting at all. Like, I like the dungeon design in this game in general, but you know, I think the weak point across the entire game is that it doesn't really. How do I say it? It doesn't, like, it isn't really thematically interesting at all. Which, I mean, this game released a year after Twilight Princess, and, you know, thematically, the dungeons in that game are generally pretty good. So the one dungeon in this game that has any sort of narrative theme is just so, like, annoying to actually play. It kind of sucks. I don't like that. Yeah, we did. Shut up. Yeah, Sand Ship's really good. Ghost Ship is not. And like I said, I really don't like how... I mean, it is so obvious that they're evil from the start. But, you know... Link doesn't recognize that. He's incapable of recognizing it. I don't know why I went up there. Yeah, Ghost Ship and Wind Waker wasn't the greatest, but, I mean, at least it was brief. Honestly, it kind of feels like they wanted to redo the Ghost Ship. That's what it feels like to me. Like, they didn't think that they also thought that the Ghost Ship was missed potential. Yeah. The gap in time between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom was not great. Of course I know which one's left. Oh, why are you over here? Come on! I killed the spider. I'm not sure if I'd say Wind Waker's the best Zelda even with the dungeons, because I don't think the dungeon count is the problem with Wind Waker. I just don't think the dungeons in Wind Waker are all that great. I definitely have a lot to say about Wind Waker. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I definitely have a lot to say about Wind Waker. It's just... yeah, I like it, but it's not my favorite. Which is a shame. I used to adore Wind Waker, but... my favorite Zelda is Majora's Mask. Will they modify the dungeons in the Ocarina of Time remake? I don't think so. I do think that they are going to include Master Quest. Your top 5 is Link's Awakening, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Zelda 1, Zelda 2. That is that is respectable. Very respectable. Yeah, my top 5 is... 5th is this one, Phantom Hourglass. 4th would be the Link's Awakening remake. The original game, I think, is hovering around, like, 8th, 9th place, something like that. If I were to rank the original one separately from the remake, I mean. Then 3rd would be Zelda 1, 2nd would be Ocarina of Time, 1st would be Majora's Mask. Yeah, I don't care for the parry mechanic. Which is a shame, because I think Wind Waker feels really good most of the time. It's just, you know... Like, I think Wind Waker feels really good to control. It's just, unfortunately, the combat is so dumbed down because of the parry mechanic. I don't know. I feel like Zelda 2 is perfectly fine if you go into it expecting it to be a traditional Zelda, because I think it does... Well, I mean, about it, I think it's about as good of a traditional Zelda as Zelda 1 is. Come on. Yay, fun. Okay. Is it... Something in this world were meant to be pulled. 2, 4, 5, 1, 3. It's 2, 4, 5, 1, 3. I think someone's mowing their lawn out there. I do like Zelda 2. I said it in the video I made on the topic, but Zelda 2 is... I think if the changes it made from Zelda 1, all that did was just kind of solidify what Zelda is at its core. Oh, I got purple gun. Where is... Oh, that's why. Ow. Yeah, I gotta do this first. It's... this one, then this one, then this one, and this one, and this one. Why do I keep doing that? I know that's fake. I'd say that there are a lot of ways that Zelda 2 even feels more like a sequel to the first game than even A Link to the Past does. Yeah, I don't get the whole side-scroller makes it a black sheep thing. I mean, you know, side-scroll, you know, it's a black sheep because it's not a top-down Zelda. Okay, well, what do you call Ocarina of Time, then? Like, clearly, the camera angle doesn't matter to you enough for you to not, you know, hate Ocarina of Time. So why is Zelda 2 any different? I don't know. I'd say that, aside from maybe Ocarina of Time, most of the 3D Zeldas have been linear. Boy, a new indie game made in Zelda 2 style? Oh boy. I think Team Cherry said that they took a lot of inspiration from Hollow Knight when they made, or Hollow Knight. They took a lot of inspiration from Zelda 2 when they made Hollow Knight. Which is weird because I don't really like Hollow Knight all that much. You'd think I would like Hollow Knight, but I've never been able to get into it. Oh, come on. But yeah, I would like I think in general, I mean, a new Zelda in general in 2D, in Zelda 2 style would be cool. I would like that. Hey, Nebula. Glad to see you. Here for the worst dungeon in the game. The only saving grace is the music. And this time I'm actually... I might not even be saying that ironically this time. Very kind of them for them to just lead me to the deck of the ship here. Yeah, I want to fight you, but I want to fight you somewhere else. So, you want to just oblige? This fight isn't even that great anyway. It's just the same, you know, tennis game that we've seen a billion times already, but lame. Listen, you ain't Aghanim. This isn't charming. Okay, come on. Oh, come on. Why didn't you attack it? Link, what are you doing, buddy? Last Dead Man's Volley? I don't know. It might have been Triforce Heroes. If not, it was definitely a Link Between Worlds. Cool. Okay. Still got to deal with this guy. There's a bit of an RNG element to this fight. Because it just kind of randomly damages whichever Cuba Sister gets damaged by this is random. Alright, well, if I could actually hit. So I've hit the yellow one once, and I've hit the blue one once. Come on. Alright. So that means I just have to kill, I have to hit the blue one once more. Alright. Okay, maybe one more time after that. Yeah, I don't like this dungeon. Rat. Alright, there's one more hit. There we go. Finally. Random tuning the music. Goodbye. I guess that is kind of funny. And then... Alright, long cutscene time. You think? The power of the hero. I could have told you that, man. I do really like, there's something about this game. There's a lot of musical references to A Link to the Past for some reason. Like, this music it's a recreation of the dungeon theme, or the Light World dungeon theme in that game. I also do really like Bellum as a villain. I think an underrated joke in this game is that every time you see a cutscene like that, it turns out it's actually just whoever's talking to you holding up a picture. And Link's just sitting down and he brushes off his butt. Like, how is this? This is one of the most, it's supposed to be the most dramatic scene in the game, and yet it's also the funniest one. I kind of like how how Bellum is kind of just a mindless evil that isn't, it isn't so much that he's evil, it's that he's just kind of doing, it's like an instinctual evil. Right? And that's something that the series doesn't really do a whole lot. Where it's like, he's not fighting out of malice. He's not, like, destroying livelihoods out of malice. He is literally a squid. That's... And it'll show at the end, Oshus, his true form is a whale, and Squid is a natural predator of the whale. Right? They are natural enemies. So it, like... The implication is that Bellum isn't really doing this because he's, you know, mindfully destroying people's lives or out of, like, active malice. He's doing it because that's just what he is. put your life on the line, of course. Alright, best scene in the game. Yeah, Mario Land... Well, I mean, I guess technically Wart is in Mario too. But yeah, I think Mario would really... Mainline Mario, in particular, would really benefit from having a new villain. How much further should I go today? This is about as long as I streamed yesterday. I'll keep going until the end of the next. Yeah, I think I'll keep going until after I'm done with the next segment of the Temple of the Ocean King. Let's see. Ocarina of Time is the only game with Ganon where you actually like the story. Really? That's interesting, because I think Wind Waker has a fantastic story. That's one of the best parts of Wind Waker, I think. Letter from Jolene. I think the next 3D Mario will be open world. Honestly, I kind of hope so. I really liked Bowser's Fury. I feel like that's kind of where they could naturally... I think Bowser's Fury should be a template for 3D Mario going forward. I'd like a full game like that. Just go as long as it takes to 100% the game? Yeah, sure, I'll do that tonight. I'm doing his job for him here. Let's see. I think there's a... There's a secret treasure here that I think you're supposed to dig up, but I don't know. Yeah, outside of Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker, I'm not sure if there's any particular story with Ganon that I think is that is, you know, that great. The Phantom Sword. I'm not sure if I don't know. If it's focusing... if the game is, or if the movie is going to be based off of Ocarina of Time, I kind of hope we don't get a particularly complex Ganondorf. Because I think part of what makes me like Ocarina of Time's story is how Ganondorf, it kind of positions Ganondorf as supposed to be representative of adulthood in general. Yeah, Link's Awakening and the N64 games definitely have the best stories in the series. Wind Waker's up there. I do like the story in both the DS games as well. Are we looking through game manuals? I mean, just in games that... I mean, I don't know... I don't think the manuals for any of the games post, like, Link's Awakening or so. Alright, we could skip past this. Right, this... Okay, so we start from the top, go to the left when we do that. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to have to get around to talking about this when I talk about Ocarina of Time. Or when I actually make the video on Ocarina of Time. I've started trying to... I don't know. This Ocarina of Time video has been kind of difficult to get my footing on, you know? But I'm definitely going to be talking about it, because I think part of what makes Ocarina of Time's story so great is that there's a very deliberate allusion to Peter Pan in there. Not just in, like, both surface level, but also it feels like Ocarina of Time's actually trying to say something about that. So I've actually been reading through Peter Pan, like the original novel, so I could properly make that point. I'm gonna have to fight Julian again, aren't I? No, she's turning away. Okay. Salvage. I have thought about splitting the Ocarina of Time review into parts. I'm considering the idea. I'm not 100% sure if I want to do that. I might actually, I might have to think about it some more. I am very early on into this Ocarina of Time, into the script writing process for it, though. So it's, all I have so far are a few scraps of points I want to make. Yeah, making well, not so much Ocarina of Time retrospective. I don't really like framing my videos as retrospectives as much as I do just analysis. I mean, I've been doing videos. I've been making videos on every Zelda so far. I'm on to Ocarina of Time right now. It's just that they keep getting longer and longer is the problem. Like that Link's Awakening one, that's nearly an hour long, and I think that might have something to do with how the low viewership of it. Because that hasn't even hit 1,000 views yet. I'm not sure if it's an issue with the editing, or if it's an issue with, you know, just the fact that it's so long, or if there's something else that I haven't even considered. Yo, pink coral! Holy moly, that's completely worthless. Yo, special delivery. From Lineback. From Lineback to Blart. Yeah, I saw something about them changing how views work, but I think it was more so in relation to how you get monetized for views. Which, so far, that has not been... I mean, I haven't gotten to the point where I can monetize my viewership yet. I actually need about 50 or so more subscribers before I can do that. Which I'm getting close. I'm happy about that. Do I think the Ocarina of Time one will be over an hour? Almost certainly. Unless I split it up into multiple parts like I've been thinking of doing. It's just because, with Ocarina of Time, there is so much to talk about with that game. Sure. Alright, well I guess Skippy Jack doesn't actually get me anything. Oh well. Hey, thank
Wonderful.
you. Glad the subscriber alert's now working. It wasn't last time. Yeah, but I've been kind of dreading making the Ocarina of Time one. Just because, I mean, it's kind of impossible to really talk about Ocarina of Time in a way that hasn't already been talked about, you know? But especially with, I don't know, I was kind of excited. Honestly, that's the most exciting thing about the, that's the most exciting thing about the remake to me, because it actually gives me a reason to talk about Ocarina of Time. That's interesting, Zarin Blade. Because if that's the case, you'd think I'd have more views than that. But this Link's Awakening one has not done particularly well. Fish. Come on, fish. Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying, I mean, the Peter Pan thing is definitely a unique analysis, but I'm talking about, that's just, like, one specific element of Ocarina of Time is the issue. Like, I could say individual things about Ocarina of Time and have those be a unique analysis. But at the same time... Ooh. Almost. I don't... Oh, come on, come on. What was that? Okay. Yeah, that might have something to do. Oh, there's another treasure thing there. Oh well, I'm already over here. I'll get that next time. I don't know. It's something to think about. It's more so. I'm not entirely sure how I could frame the entire thing as one cohesive argument, like I have done with the Link's Awakening video, for instance. Yeah, this fishing minigame is... It's interesting on paper, but I'm not sure if it's a particularly great fishing minigame. Dang, another Skippy Jack. Alright. I guess I want to go to Merquet. Yeah, I hate the nostalgia blind counter argument. But, I mean, on the other hand, I also dislike the argument that you know, I grew up with this game, therefore it's good, and I tried to avoid... I do think nostalgia probably has something to do with, you know, everyone's, you know, choice as to what their favorite Zelda is, or what their favorite anything is, for that matter. So, I mean, I do try to take that into account. I mean, like I said earlier, I mean, Wind Waker, that's not one of my favorite Zeldas by any means. But it's... I mean, I have a lot of nostalgia for Wind Waker because it was my first Zelda. But at the same time, you know, as much as I love Wind Waker, I can very, very much acknowledge that it's not the best. Alright, I got some new stuff. The Restful Cabin. Let's do that. And then... do we have any... I think we have... the arch handrail. I'm making this thing look as weird as possible. And then I think we have a prow. The drill prow. This thing looks dumb. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you're not really overly into game design as a concept, then I could see why you would, you know, one would call Ocarina of Time too outdated for their tastes, but I don't know. Alright. How much money you want to give me? Cackle-dee-dee. God, what's this? 800. How about this? What's this? Such a trifle. Alright, well... this is the only thing you could really do with treasures in this game in general, so there's not really much of a reason for me to keep any of these. Yeah, I hope the remake is faithful. I mean, like I said, in the Link's Awakening video, I talk about how much I love the remake of that game. I think there is a way to remake older games that is faithful, obviously, but... I mean, it doesn't... Link's Awakening Remake does... on the surface, does not feel like it does a whole lot, but, you know... Have you heard about the Chief of the Frogs? Yes. Yes, I'm sure. Thanks. Thanks for... Why did you need to, like, shout at me for that, man? That's just... come on. Let's see, and I think there was... actually, there was something in here that required the bow. Yeah, Ship of Harkinian's great. I definitely think, as of right now, Ship of Harkinian is the best way to play Ocarina of Time. A cliffside not so far from here has a hidden weak spot. Shine a beam parallel with the line between the temple and Merkay Tavern. Okay. I think it's like that. Oh yeah, and there's also that one thing that I still need to get from Oshus's thing. Got a big green rupee, because I definitely needed the money. And the demon prison ship part. Oh, this is about to look all kinds of messed up. Yeah. I don't know, every single time I ever saw one of those Ocarina of Time Unreal Engine remakes, it felt like I was always seeing that shared around everywhere. And I never cared for them. Is it here? There it is. And I think this is how you're supposed to get to something. There was some side thing here. I can't remember if it was a minigame or if it was that one treasure swap thing that you used the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection for. That's right. Got a wisdom gem. Yeah, it's... Yeah, every single one of those Unreal Engine remake things. I mean, you've seen them for a bunch of, you know... You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, well, the, that meme that was, floating around a few months ago, the Focus M meme. The, like, Mario if it was a AAA game. Focus M. Let's see, how many... Okay, I'm still only at 9 power gems. Getting a few of the wisdom ones, though. Yeah, we just... I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about the... about how Link looks. Yeah, Nintendo hire this man kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know exactly how to feel about it. It's one of those things that I'm gonna have to see more of. Hopefully we'll get that, we'll get a direct soon. That one is red. Congratulations, Celia. Next, you want to do letters of the alphabet next? Alright. This will be Sponge in 2036. I think there's... Wasn't there a... Oh, okay. No, I need the grappling hook for that. Okay, I'll be back. Okay. Yeah, I could see them doing a September direct for it, or maybe even an August one. Maybe there's still time left. No, probably not. I've seen a lot of those fan projects of taking 3D games and making them 2D. There've been a couple of them for Metroid Prime as well. Ooh. Oh, okay. You know, I gotta haul. Power gem! Okay, that's the last one I need. I could get the level 1 thing now. That's cool. They've... Same day the GTA Netflix. I mean, I've already seen a lot of people talk about how the Ocarina of Time remake's competing with GTA 6. I don't know. It's funny. Every single thing I've heard about GTA 6 has made it look worse and worse. What do I mean by GTA? Well, it's more so... It's less about the game itself and more about the everything surrounding the game. Stuff like, you know, the game only being digital and a lot of their other stuff. I don't know what that did. Oh, did it just turn off all of them? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. No, you don't. They're shaking in their boots. What is it about the leaks? Isn't there supposed to be a... I thought there was a chest that would appear for doing that. I didn't need to do that. Oh, I think this is... I think these are different enemies from last time. Yeah, I mean, I could see that, but at the same time, it's not like, you know... It's not like companies have been above putting their games on more than one disc. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I suppose for a big open world game like that, having multiple discs wouldn't be too easy. I think this is just a potion, isn't it? Nope, it's a big green rupee. I think it's probably because I'm already full on potions. Did Red Dead Redemption 2 do that? I don't quite remember. That's not the right one. Oh, I think it's this floor switch right here. Yeah, okay. Alright, so it's... You draw the Triforce, like... I'm trying to remember. Yeah, like that. Alright. Hey. Dark terrors lurk ahead. Nice. The shield makes this so much easier. I think... Do I think the N64 controller has aged badly? I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. I think it gets a lot more hate than it really deserves. But at the same time, I kind of get why, I kind of get some of it. Out of the... I want to say I own, like, around 5 different N64 controllers. 3 of which have something wrong with the stick. Actually, I think... It's just, it's not that durable. And granted, it's a, you know, nearly... Actually, I think it's an exactly 30-year-old console now. So the stick's, you know, lasting that long at all is pretty miraculous. That's not the one. Oh, that's right. You're supposed to go across this way. I don't bomb this, do I? No. I mean, the Switch's Joy-Con sticks are, they have their own issue. Like, they suck, but they suck for different reasons. Is there? Well, I'm gonna have to go back there anyway, so I'll probably see it then. Because I've got to go up, and put that round crystal there. Nope, that's not where I meant to put that. Hold on. Do I think the Wii U is underrated? No, I think the Wii U is perfectly rated. I mean, there were good games on it, yeah, but, I mean, you could say that about basically any console. The problem wasn't so much that the... It's just... Basically every problem Nintendo made a mistake at, like, basically every opportunity with the Wii U. I do think it was kind of a letdown. I think Metroid Prime 4 was not as good as it could have been, but at the same time, I don't think it, you know, deserves anywhere near the hate it's gotten. I think it's fine. No, I want the... Okay, I actually want the circle ones on the other side. I'm wasting a lot of time, which is not a good thing, because... No, I want to go... Oh, come on. No! Get away! Run away! Okay. The Wii U's marketing was definitely a big issue with it, but at the same time, I think it just had a lot of issues in general. I don't think it was an exceptionally great console. See, I think I don't actually want... I think I want to stay there. Yeah, the latter half of Prime 4 was... eh. I said at the end of that video, but I think it's a game that only gets worse the further along that you get into it. It starts off pretty good, but then... eh. Yeah, I don't think the desert was too bad. Yeah, I see that pedestal. It's up here, that's right. Uh-oh. There we go. The desert is... I don't think it's an... I don't think it was an overtly bad idea. Give me that time, baby. Great, thanks. I don't think it was... It depends on what you mean by... Oh, come on. It depends on what you mean by 18-year-old wait. I'm not sure if I would call it... It's 18 years since the previous, like, numbered Prime game. Yeah. But it was only... Well, I say only. It was nearly... What was it? 8 years since, the game was originally, announced. Alright. What are you doing, man? There you go. There we go. I got a chimney! Whoa! Oh, come on. Nice. Am I gonna have enough time to do the second part of this? Because I actually do really want to do the second part. It's actually one of my favorite parts about this game. It was announced. Actually, it was announced 2017. Alright. The Southeastern Sea Chart. Alright, so this is the really cool thing that the game lets you do. So ordinarily you come back to the Temple of the Ocean King in between each dungeon. But you can actually cut a trip. The game just lets you skip ahead to the next one if you want. Set the crystals in this order: square, circle, triangle. You could leave here and come back so you can get the fourth sea chart, or you could cut out a trip by just doing it in this order. Square, circle, triangle. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. Alright, I have a little over 6 minutes, well, a little under 7 minutes to do all this. And I do not have... Yep, it does mean you can do the Temple of Ice before the Goron Temple, and also the other temple. I forget the name of it. It's one of my favorite moments in this entire game. It's really cool. It's part of that you know, knowledge-based sequence breaking thing that I really love about, you know, games like the original Zelda and Super Metroid and stuff like that. The only problem is I only have the 6 minutes, so I gotta make double time here. Oh, that ain't good. Alright. I think... Dang. Okay. Yeah, I know if you run out of time, it slowly eats away at your health. I think the first time I ever did this, that's what happened. Um... Oh, come on. That's also part of why I really like this, this gimmick. Because it... Oh. Come on. You have a bit of leeway. There we go. There's a chest there. Oh, that's the... Oh, ooh. Alright, I need the hammer in order to get that chest. Alright, so you do need to... You need to be really fast on that, wow. Alright, hold on. What if... Alright, I did not time that very well. Dang it! Okay. I need to get this phantom away from here, or at least time it for when the phantom is nowhere near. Alright. Why didn't go off that time? There we go. I figured that's what you wanted me to do there, game. Oh, do you? score on Amber. Whoa. Hopefully that actually, you know, is worth something. Because so far I feel like I've gotten nothing but, you know, little trifles, as that guy says. Alright, I can't jump off there for some reason. Alright. There. Oh. That's interesting. I don't think I can make that from there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. The only thing that, you know, gave me hope about Echoes of Wisdom was the fact that, for once, it was, it kind of felt like the new Zelda, or at least they knew that there were people unhappy with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which is why they made it a bit more, slightly more traditional, I suppose. But, you know, it's still not I don't know. I'm dreading whatever the next Zelda thing is, because, man, I hated Echoes of Wisdom so much. Nope. Okay, I messed that up. I think I'll have enough time. Oh, come on. And of course, they now both have the little piece of the Triforce there. I think this is the last room, at least before the next chart. Oh, great. Hey, but I got another chest over there. There we go. If I can pick it up, please. Thank you. Alright, there we go. That's basically the Temple of the Ocean King done. I don't have to do it again until I get the Phantom Sword, and I can beat the game. You. Alright. I think that'll be it for me today. I guess I'll continue playing it again tomorrow. So I'll see you all next time.